The year is 2026. Yes, it's the Gregorian calendar, but it's still a threshold. Biblically, time is measured by seasons, cycles, and completion. Ecclesiastes 3 reminds us, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Cycles exist to teach, to refine, and to complete what needs finishing. The number 9, for example, repeatedly represents completion or fullness in Scripture. For example, the 9 fruits of the Spirit, the fullness of spiritual maturity. Messiah died at the 9th hour, completing his redemptive work. And 9 judgments in Egypt marked a process that reached its fullness. The end of a cycle prepares the way for something new. From 2017 to 2025, many of us went through long seasons of struggle, learning, and refinement. A wilderness season that revealed what we could carry and what we couldn't carry, what needed to be left behind. We encountered Satan's children trying to set us back. We encountered heartache and loss. The key question, though, is what did you learn? Not just what happened to you, but what truths were revealed, what patterns were exposed, and how you grew spiritually. Revelation 3:8. See, I have set before you an open door, and no one can shut it. Gates open and invite us to walk through with awareness and intention because Yah has ordained the season. A new cycle does not become good by accident. It becomes good through discernment, alignment, and presence by consciously leaving the old behind and choosing how to enter the new. There's a common thread in Scripture where certain numbers represent specific things. Yah, he created the universe, and in nature you find math, flower petals, seashells, pine cones, you name it. When you add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, you get 9. That is the end of a cycle. When you add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, you get 10. And 1 plus 0 is 1, symbolizing a coming year, 2026, that will be a Genesis. For me, I'm walking through this threshold intentionally. Even if this is simply a solar new year and not the lunar solar one that is more biblically aligned, which I will be intentionally walking through as well, it's still a threshold. And I still believe I must walk through it with purpose. Blue lotus infused wine is my symbol. What it represents is not escapism, it's not dissociation, but presence. Wine biblically represents covenant, marking sacred time that seals chapters. Blue lotus has long symbolized rebirth after chaos, or clarity emerging from dark waters. Together, they create a ceremonial practice, a conscious way to close the old chapter, the last 9-year cycle. Yes, counting the year that you start with, which in this case, 2017. And it marks a time when you step forward with a new heart. The old one, once again in this case, 2017 to 2025, you can leave that old heart in the wilderness season. This isn't superstition. This is witnessing your own transition. We don't drag the wilderness into the promised land. We don't carry yesterday's armor into tomorrow's rest. Freedom begins not with fireworks, but with a deep, sacred exhale. This is not escape. This is a guided arrival.